fray. Starting right now. Here's your host Alfredo Leon.
Tagala as Clint Bowyer won his second NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series race of the season on Sunday, where the race at Michigan was called early because of rain on lap 133 of 200. Bowyer beat out teammate Kevin Harvick on a restart to begin the third stage, and then the race went under caution when Ricky Stenhouse Jr. hit the wall, and the rain stopped the race as well. Here is Bowyer speaking on the gutsy call by his crew chief, Mike Bogaravich, in a very energetic interview at board, courtesy of Fox Sports.
We won! Woo-hoo! No kidding, when he said 2 tires, I was like, oh man, I don't know. Especially when I looked in the mirror and everybody took 4. You know, when you come out that far ahead of everybody else, you know you're on a mission for a gamble. Man, I tell you, the last time we won with Haas Automation, that VF1 was on the hood of this thing, this Ford Fusion. They're just so fast. 1, 2, 3 for Stuart Haas Racing. All these guys, that gutsy call, unbelievable. Mobile One, Tony, we won again. How about that 14? Gene Haas, thank you for this opportunity. IT Savvy's on here. Rusty's called me all day long down in Texas. Rush Truck Centers, thank you guys. How about it? Woohoo!
Bowyer also spoke about that impressive restart that he had with teammate Harvick.
Well, and you're at a deficit to Kevin Harvick. Being at at the same tires on a restart with Kevin Harvick, you know what you're up against, but he was so much faster than me in 1 and 2. I got down to 3 and 4, and I had to chop him off, take his line away from him. He got loose a couple times. I'm like, man, it better rain quick, because one more lap, he's going to get me. 1, 2, 3 finish for everybody, all this army behind, all 4 of us. Eric's been solid. He had trouble on pit road that first time. It would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very proud of everybody's effort today.
Harvick was second, and pole winner Kurt Busch finished third, completing a sweep of the top 3 for Stuart Haas Racing, as that was never done before by the organization in their history. Kyle Busch was 4th as the lone Toyota that finished near the top 3 in a race dominated by Ford. After Busch, here is the rest of the top 10. 5th, Paul Menard finishing there for the Wood Brothers in the 21 car. Brad Keselowski finishing 6th in the 2 car for Team Penske. Teammate Joey Logano finishing 7th driving the 22 car. Ryan Blaney, another teammate of both of them, finishing 8th driving the 12 car. 9th was Chase Elliott driving the 9 car for Hendrick Motorsports. And 10th was Jamie McMurray driving the 1 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. Other notables included Jimmy Johnson, who finished 20th driving that 48 car for Hendrick Motorsports. And Kyle Larson, who was hoping to win a 4th race in a row, wound up finishing 28th in the 42 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. And that was a good win for Bowyer, especially how he's been doing this year so far. Already his second win. His first win came at Martinsville, in which he ended a 190 race winless streak, in which that last victory prior to that came in 2012 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And now he's got 2 this year, showing you how good he is right now. He's been doing pretty good, having fast speeds, doing a much better job than he did with his other previous organizations that he had prior to joining Stuart Haas and being back with high-powered machine. And it tells you how incredible the Fords have been this year. 5 wins from Harvick, an incredible performance under the Ford hood and everything with the Ford Fusion and everything, especially for a 5-year-old body. And the fact that a great job out of Doug Yates and all the Yates engines to be able to have these Fords be competitive, especially having the oldest body in the field right now. And the fact is, Bowyer is just showing it, and incredible how performance Stuart Haas has been doing this year. The most wins they've ever had in one season, and it goes to show you how much incredible job they're doing with those Doug Yates engines. And the fact is, the Bowyer's been able to do well, and Harvick and Eric Almirola and Kurt Busch and all the guys are just doing really well right now for the organization. Credit Tony Stewart and Gene Haas for them doing a really good job with their cars and be able to compete week after week for wins. And Harvick should have won, but the fact is, Bowyer just had a better restart, and the fact is, even with the lesser tires, he only had 2 tires on that pit stop, and he thought he was a sitting duck. And he looked like if the race had gone for a little bit longer, Harvick would have had him, and Bowyer would have been in the back of the field. But the caution came out, fortunately for Bowyer, and he was able to steal a win and get his second win of the season after not winning any since 2012. It's incredible how he's got momentum going right now. To see if he can compete with Mark Truex and Kyle Busch and Harvick as far as being in the top 3, the big 3 as they're being called recently, and to see if Bowyer could keep up with that. And I think Bowyer could do something. It's just he needs to try to get more wins and keep doing what he's been doing. Just, I don't know if he's yet on the level of Truex or Busch or Harvick, but he's getting close. That 4th spot, like Darrell Walsh said during the broadcast, is wide open. Who knows who could be in that 4th spot of being in Homestead come November? Who would be that 4th guy? You already know it's going to most likely be Truex, Busch, and Harvick. But that 4th spot, who could be anybody? Could it be? It could be him. It could be Bowyer. Could it be Kurt Busch? Could it be Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski? Could it be Logano? Could it be Blaney or Elliott or Larson? One of those guys could be able to get into that spot, but you never know. But expected to be Truex, Harvick, and Kyle Busch to be able to be at Homestead. And let's see if Bowyer can keep it up. But this is a good sign now, be able to win 2 races now. He's got a lot of confidence as they're not racing again for 2 weeks due to an off week for Father's Day, and they'll be back at Sonoma following week to wrap up the Fox coverage of all that. And Bowyer, he's won there before. He won there in 2012 when he was with Michael Waltrip Racing, and when he had an incredible year that year, and he was able to win at that track. So he's won there before. So let's see if he can do it again and keep it going and win 2 in a row. Especially, this has been a year of streaks, especially with Busch and Harvick getting streaks of 3 in a row. But this would be 2 for Bowyer. But Bowyer's got confidence right now. And let's see if he can keep this going. It's pretty good so far. Pretty nice story for him, especially after all the struggles he had joining Billy Scott Motorsports, all the other organizations, and he didn't have as much success before joining Stewart-Haas. And the fact is now he's back on top and having success, and it's incredible for him. And congratulations to him for having the success and him competing for wins again. Which is something he hadn't done since he was with Michael Waltrip Racing and Richard Childress Racing. So this is nice to see. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you're brand new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.